The MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Edge Boost. Bank of a better sound today. Just that bet. Go to HOPENY, get a $5 deposit bonus. And welcome, everybody, to the MLB Gambling Podcast here on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. It's currently Wednesday morning, May 28th, around 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm your host, Scott Rochelle. Once again, joined by Adam Roseberg together to break down the props that we have for the Wednesday games. Warning, by the way, there are some day games going on today, so keep an eye out for the actual start time on some games. Still have a couple hours regardless, something to keep in mind. But Adam, how's it going with you? Nice shirt. What are you, an undercover cop?
You know me so well. Yeah, I am an undercover cop. This is
you have two shirts that you rotate that are your undercover cop, just in case 21 Jump Street gets rebooted.
I love it. Well, you and I are very close friends, and you know how I roll. And I am full on in my undercover cop mode. I also did a bike ride for that full Jonah Hill experience. So yeah, I'm just looking for a proof point on one of my plays as I talk to you. But yeah, dude, let's kind of get into it. I have been cooler on this, but we are getting into a little bit more of the summer, so gonna probably have some more hitting props. I'm trying to find people have been really into my DP parlays. You know, I say that with a mustache. You guys can all figure out what DP means, but yeah.
Someone would argue it's GIDP. Double.
Yeah, and those people probably don't have mustaches.
Probably. Just saying. They would have another name that you could consider calling it. But
I agree.
It's been good. I do want to point out, though, because of the shirt, just a reminder that I missed the entire run of Prime Miami Vice.
You weren't even born yet.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
So
that's why I missed the entire run. Now you're catching on. But yeah, that's something I wanted to remind everybody. I just have the NBA shirt on, so I'm just rocking SGPN stuff. But either way, point, it should be a fun card today. Decent amount of games. There are no games tomorrow. I think there are a grand total of 4 games on Thursday, so strap in for Wednesday because it's going to be the most baseball you'll see in the next 48 hours, basically. But either way, point is, before we get into any of the props that we have for the Wednesday games, a reminder that we do have a brand new, I'd say, form of content going on because the SGP guys are going to be ripping packs live on air next Monday night. We're breaking a case of Panini Prisms with DAPS, and you can get 10% off your favorite team with working at SGPN. Go to sportsgambling.com/break to get in on the action. Every time I see Panini, I get kind of hungry, to be honest. So that's kind of how I look at it. But anyway, they mean cards. They don't mean like a Panini press, which is kind of disappointing. But anyway, a point is time to get into the action for the Wednesday games. Adam, I'll let you go first. What's going to be your first prop for the Wednesday card?
We are kicking off with a line that I believe the market already hates, but you guys know that I don't care on this. We're going to go with Brayan Bello, over 16.5 outs. It's minus 102. If you use an exchange, it's plus 108, but I'll talk on another day to people about when you should and shouldn't use exchanges. This is not, I think, when you should be using it. Well, actually, no. This is when I think you should be using it. So he has not. He's only gone over this number twice this season. But why on earth would I be saying, oh, man, in fact, his last 4 starts have been 14, 14, 13, 12. Why on earth, Scott, would I say, hey, we should take Brayan Bello to go 6?
Because you like to live dangerously in that shirt?
That is part of it. But it's also the fact that yesterday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people were used in the bullpen yesterday. They also just traded Newcomb, who is their, hey, the game blew up. We need somebody to eat some innings. So and Liam Hendricks got moved to long reliever. I didn't know that. All right. Well, anyway. No. So the only guy available is Garrett Whitlock. Chapman could probably pitch it back-to-back, but he's not going to go in there. Weiser probably not going to pitch back-to-back after he did 26 pitches yesterday. It's so, for me, I know that I've come up with this cap a lot, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but this happened also to Brayan Bello on the, this happened on the 27th of April, right after a doubleheader. It was his second start of the season. They said, we need you to go out and just eat innings, and he ate 6 innings. I think Brayan Bello at pretty much flat odds is going to go out. He's going to eat those 6 innings. I'm also not really scared of the Milwaukee offense. I get that they've been playing a little bit better, but give me Brayan Bello over 16.5 outs. I think he's going to go 6. and save the team because they have an off day tomorrow. But that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, I do want to point out.
Also, this line what he's been, so it's kind of telling.
Oh, I was going to say your connection is kind of cutting in and out a little bit, so I missed part of that. Yeah. But I do want to point out, by the way, you said that you are not scared of the Brewers' offense. Can I remind you that they actually scored 5 runs yesterday with 4 of them coming after the 9th inning?
I know. Imagine if you're an underbetter.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, it landed 6. I feel bad for the team total bettors for Milwaukee, but still, yeah, I'm not against it. I mean, once again, you're going by spot, which we're definitely worked out. It's a good buy low spot on Bayo has been kind of a mess, but if he keeps the walks under control, I think he can shut down this offense.
Yeah, I mean, also, like, look, you got a guy who hasn't gone 6 in a month.
They burned so many bullpen guys as well.
And his line is 16.5. I mean, it's sort of, he's gone 4 and 2/3, 4 and 2/3, 4 and a third, 4. And he's got the capability of, I think he's going to throw 100 pitches. That's really what it comes down to. Okay,
there we go. I do want to point out, by the way, that when you were listing all of those bullpen guys, those are a lot of really, really bad bullpen guys. He's just throwing it out there. You mentioned a lot of names of guys who I don't think are very good. But, well, Hendricks came
Chapman's
back.
Got the hardest thrown ball. Chapman has the hardest thrown ball in the majors.
I think
season.
Chapman's been fine, which is also insane because he's like 37
Chapman's
years
got an ERA at 2.14.
No, he's fine. Hendricks has been terrible. I think Weissert stinks. You mentioned a couple guys who I just don't think are very good.
Weissert does. I think Weissert stinks. I think I like Bernardino.
Okay, he's fine. Point is, Boston's bullpen, not a strength.
He could make an appearance, but the problem is that, like, you burned all these lefties. Like, why would you bring... You wouldn't bring a lefty in now with a righty starter.
Oh, no, I was just segueing into how bad I think Boston's bullpen is for a couple of guys, and they get usual, I'd say, amount of time out of the bullpen. They have a couple of guys who I really don't think are any good, and they actually pitch a decent amount. So, honestly, Hendricks is one of them. It's a great story and all, but damn, he's been terrible since spring training. He's been really bad.
Is it really a great story? Because it's not like he died.
No, but still, I mean, the fact is he came back from what could have been a career-ending injury or career-ending illness, and he was able to make it back. But he has been really, really bad, just to be fair. If we're being completely, honest here, he has been a liability in the bullpen for a large portion of the season. But anyway, point is, I think he can go 5 and change. So yeah, that's fine. And we know Milwaukee is not really great at offense, so that's fine.
Well, I need him to. I need him to go. I need him to get 2 outs in that 5th.
Yeah,
or 6, I should say.
Yeah, so I think that's definitely doable. But anyway, moving on to my prop on a bit of a winning streak here. I ended up going 2-1 last episode. I'm going to go with some hitter props, but I am going to fade somebody first. I'm going to go with an Orioles player, which is always fun, fading an Orioles player. I'm going to go with Maverick Handley, under half a hit at even money. You might be wondering, who the hell is that? And I guess my counterpoint would be, well, he stinks. That's all that matters because he has been really bad since getting called up. He has 0 hits in 7 straight games, and he's mainly playing because Rushman got hurt. And I'll tell you right now, they really need Rushman back because this guy is really bad. You're looking at Mikolas, and he's pitching for St. Louis, who's been very good lately limiting hits. He has allowed less than 5 hits in 5 straight games, but under half a hit for Handley. So once again, to not get a hit for the 8th straight game at even money, I know Mikolas, we've had some jokes about on the show for years on the MLB Gambling Podcast, but he's been good this season. I got to give him props. He's kind of figured some stuff out. But I think Handley, who's been this big of a liability at the plate, who's only playing because he's now the catcher on this team, he is atrocious. Even money, I think, is a great deal. Give me Handley under half a hit at even money.
I like it. I wouldn't say he's been like a liability. He's the 3rd string catcher. He's
but at the plate, you might need to get him a tennis racket.
What happened to us? What happened to Oh, they can't even put Sanchez in, huh? Wait, why wouldn't they use Trump? Trump played yesterday.
I don't know if they specifically use Maverick for certain pitching matchups. That I have not confirmed, but there is a chance maybe he doesn't play. But I saw even money listed for a guy with no hits in 7 straight games and said, yes, please. Thank you. I'll just take my money. So there you go. That's my first prop that I have. You know that I definitely am very good at finding props on players who don't end up playing, and I wasted my entire time handicapping the game. This could be one of them. But even money, I think, is an insane price. So that's why I took it.
Sure.
So,
yeah, I'm just seeing what the would you not do the hits, runs, RBIs at under any of them at plus 140?
You can. It's fine too. I just saw the hits, and it's like, oh, he's had no hits in 7 straight. It's even money.
Wait, hold on. So he had so one game against the Angels, he had 2 RBIs. How did that happen? And he had no hits. How did that happen?
Sack
flies. He like Homer Simpson it, and he just got hit in the head, and he just like.
It's either sack flies or like an RBI ground out.
2 sack flies? Who gets 2 sack flies in a game?
I mean, once again, you don't have to actually do anything that productive. You put the ball in play, the guy on third base with some speed, then you can potentially score the runner anyway. But look, it's kind of similar to how we used to break down Austin Hedges. And it was like, do you want to just take the no hits, which is kind of free money, or do you want to gamble on the hits, runs, and RBIs for like minus 105?
He has a negative.
Kind of the same idea.
Plus.
He's really, really bad.
I'd rather do the I'd kind of rather do this just nothing.
It's fine. I do want to point out, by the way, that it is unlike Kreidel or these other guys who are also really bad at hitting in AAA. He actually batted .345 in the minors this season.
Well, he's
right now in the majors.
It looks like they lift him too sometimes.
They should lift him. He has 0 hits in 7 straight games. He stinks. But yeah, he's probably going to get like 2 at-bats tops. And they have another catcher they can rotate if they end up pulling him. So if he doesn't play, it is what it is. But I do think even money's worth taking.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, well, wait. They're probably not going to switch it then. If he's Povic's catcher, then he's not going to change it. Was he Povic's catcher in the minors?
I'm assuming so, because he batted .345 in the minors. I'm assuming he played almost every day.
Let me just you keep going, but I mean, you're now making me want to back Povic.
I can't really keep going, by the way, because it's your pick. But
okay,
fine.
Well then, fine.
Nice weather we're having
fine.
today.
I like it. I'm just trying to. You got me now wanting to find some ways to play this guy, Maverick Handley, minor game log. All right. Okay. So let's look at. That's fine. That's cool. Good play. Great.
Thank you.
All right.
It really won't matter if he doesn't end up playing, but I'll take the even money while I can.
All right. Well, while you do that, I'm gonna go my second play. I'm gonna go with Noah Cameron. To have over 4.5 strikeouts.
Believe it or not James Cameron's son.
And I don't. And he's not James Cameron's son. So I'm just gonna let you know right now, as I look at batters on Handigraphs, this is the Cincinnati Reds against lefties in their last 30 plate appearances. There are 4 guys who have K rates above 25%, 5 guys who have chase and whiff rates above 25%. Austin Hayes, who basically doesn't strike out, but when he does, he whiffs completely. And most of the guys on the team have BABIPs below average. The ISOs are low. I like Noah Cameron here. He had 8 against the Twins in his last outing. So give me him at 5. He looks like he's got good stuff. I just want to check. What does he have like overall? What is it called? The Reds have been striking out like crazy. I have what did I have here? Reds are 10 plus Ks in 4 straight games. That's a turnstile.
Yep.
So,
but nobody cares because Elliott 2 home runs yesterday, so nobody brings it up.
Really good slider. Yeah, man. I don't hate him, and his Ks per 9 all through the minors has always been double digits. So I like this dude. Let's do it. And then now, I'm looking at Maverick McNeely. That's what I'm gonna call him.
There is a guy that's Maverick McNeely, but that's a separate guy in golf.
He played the backup. Was he? I wonder if he was, because if he's Povic's catcher, maybe that's good. I would take Povic under walks if that's his.
I'm not sure like how many times they would have had a battery together, but I'm assuming that he probably caught for him at least one time.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. That's fine. All right. Anyway, that's what I like.
Yeah, so either way, definitely can get behind that play. Before we get into any of the other props that we have for the actual show, reminder that we do have a sponsor, brought to Bedjuice, because they're the first ever bank for bettors, ensuring that all your gambling transactions are approved, no use fees and open balance, cash rewards as well. 100% approval from deposit sign up today, edgewiz.bet, promo code SGPN, when you deposit $25, as you mentioned, deposit, edgewiz.bet, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to Underdog Fantasy because they are going along for the NBA playoffs with their extender bonus, hopping for game 1. And the longer the series goes, the bigger the bonus gets. Yeah, you might want to be hoping for a Knicks win there in game 5, because I don't think Minnesota's winning tonight. But anyway, point is, you still be getting a bonus no matter what if you did opt in to that promo. When you sign up for your new account at Underdog Fantasy, use the promo code MLB SGPN to get a special pick and a first-time visit offer up to 1K in bonus cash. Underdog Fantasy promo code MLB SGPN. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Finished going through the first couple props that we have for the Wednesday card. Time to keep rolling with my second prop on the card. Going to go with a very, very niche hitter prop, but I still like it. I'm going with the individual player over strikeout market. Give me Freddie Fermin over half a strikeout as a batter at -130. He's had at least one strikeout in 8 of his last 10 games. He's also struck out at least one time in 4 straight home games. Hunter Green is pitching for Cincinnati, who is not that great at strikeouts his first start back off the IL. Think he'll look better this time around, but you're looking at Fermin, who's been a mess recently when it comes to making contact. He has sometimes, but there are a couple of ugly bats in there. We know that when Green is on, he's an elite strikeout pitcher. 49 2/3 innings pitched, 63 strikeouts, and his K rate this season is like 32% or something. It's something insane when he's actually on. But Fermin's striking out a lot, and we know that Green, when he is even remotely healthy, usually walks into like 6 minimum. He's a strikeout pitcher, and I do think it's a good matchup for him. Give me Freddie Fermin over half a strikeout at -130.
Is Freddie Fermin playing? I don't even see him in a lineup, in any lineups like lately. When was the last time he played? He's not late. He's still on the Royals, right?
Yeah. He's still on the Royals.
I'm
last time he played on Sunday.
Okay, so
but he had props listed, so maybe he's a designated catcher for somebody.
No, I don't know, because he's I mean, they don't have their lineup out yet. So what was Sunday, the 25th?
Yes.
He bats 9th. I mean, he stinks. I mean, he usually just catch for Bubik? Is that the deal? You know what? He probably catches for Cameron. Yeah,
but he doesn't.
Did he catch? Did he?
Cameron was on the.
Yeah, he did. He caught for Cameron last time. So yeah, he'll play. He'll play.
So there you go. If he's there only to help the young pitcher potentially get.
I think it's more just like, yeah, they're not going to mess around. They're not going to change catchers on him like all the time.
I quickly want to see. He did catch for Cameron last time.
Yeah.
Did he catch for him on the 17th? He did not. He did not catch for him on the 17th.
Yeah, but if he played Sunday, then he's probably going to play today. I didn't know if he had like some sort of thing where it was like some sort of weird lefty split.
No, he does. He's atrocious against lefties.
So
he's really, really bad against lefties.
I mean, he's really bad against both sides.
Correct, but he's
9 strikeouts against lefties and 10 against.
That's for strikeouts. I mean, average. He's batting like in the 1s against lefties. He's been worse against lefties. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the
fact is we have props on a guy who hasn't played since Sunday. I'm assuming he's playing.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's playing too.
And we know Perez also can't really move.
He has options. He has options left.
He should have options. He stinks.
He's 30 and he has options left, which is crazy.
Yeah, but the point is Perez, we know, can't really catch that many days because his knees are shot. So they tend to use Perez in the DH role with Fermin catching. It would not shock me if that's the approach they took in this game. So there you go.
Yeah, let me just look at Fermin. You could do it against righty. You can't even. Oh man, he doesn't even come up for the season.
I don't think he has a big enough sample, but he's been bad.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's fine.
He actually should have a sample. He's had 100 he's had 100 at bats this season. He should be coming up.
Well, for where I import a lot of my stuff, he's not. Oh, you know why? It's because I'm looking at batters. Let me just see. No, yeah, he stinks. He's not even up.
Yeah.
He stinks. Whatever, that's fine.
And for the record, he actually does not get lifted as much as you might think. He tends to, but he's had at least 3 at
He's not gonna get lifted in the game where they have off tomorrow.
No, I'm saying he's had at least 4 plate appearances in 5 straight games. So he might suck, but they just let him try to figure it out. So there you go. So that's my second prop.
Okay, that's fine. That's cool.
Now what's your
and what was the price on that?
It was -130.
Okay. For him to have -130 for him to have 2 strikeouts?
2? No, he needs 1 strikeout at -130.
I like it.
Against Hunter Green? I know it was bad last outing, but his first start off the IL.
Yeah, his first. I
think it'll look better this time around.
It should be better. So. The Royals are kind of weird at home. I think this is a better way to play the strikeouts for.
Yeah, weird's a stretch. I think the word you're looking for is cheating. That's a separate story.
I also think they're cheating. I will say that every single show. Okay. Cool. That's good. All right. My next one then is shout out to was it Mr. Kai Helms or was it no, this guy took the words out of my mouth. Shane Smith is actually Shane Smith 6Ks, not 4.5. Don't pay 130 for that. Do the 6Ks at plus 168 against this Mets team that has been having some problems. This Mets team has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes who have Jesus Christ have K rates in the 30% or higher in their last 30 plate appearances against right-handed pitching. We're gonna do. I think there's a possible Shane Smith ladder situation that's going on here.
I mean, I don't mind that. Sounds fun.
So I mean, we're just gonna take the over 6.5 at plus 168 to win a unit.
Yeah, Mets offense has been better in the series. They still can strike out.
They have, but they haven't. It's kind of later on in the game. Like they did okay yesterday because.
I don't think Cannon's any good, so that's kind of my.
Cannon's also was his first start off the D. He had an IL stint.
Yeah, and Alonso took him deep in the first inning.
Right.
So that kind of unraveled.
Anyway, yeah. Give me Shane Smith over 6.5 Ks. He's gonna.
Wait, 6.5 or 6.5 or 5.5?
What did I say? I said that. Oh, 5.5. Sorry, 5.5 at plus 190. Let's do that. Yeah, that's what we want.
So a very nice price.
That's a great price. If you want to do you can do the 4. I mean, I'm probably gonna rebuy the 4.5. I'll do the 4.5, 115, and then I'm gonna do the 5.5 too. So we'll call it 4.5 because I'm gonna do the 4.5 as well.
All right, there you go. You said that was
the 4.5 was at a very different price when I first saw this.
Wait, so what is it at now?
Well, now it's at 115.
Okay, there you go. So 130. Psych. It's 115.
It's 115 now.
So there you go. Solid price. All right, moving on to my last prop. This time I'm going to go with an under on a hitter. This one is going to be my singles play, but this time I'm going with an under singles. I'm not going to go with an over. I'm going with a guy who has a lot of hype, who's been really bad all season. Really, really bad all season. Give me Royce Lewis, under half a single at minus 129, which I think is conceptually an insane price. He's had 0 singles in 7 straight games. He's had 0 singles in 14 of his last 18 games, which is the only 18 games he's played in the season. And on top of that, you're looking at Royce Lewis, who has 0 hits in 21 straight plate appearances. He has been atrocious the entire season. I know he was injured. He showed up late. He might have needed some time in AAA because it has been looking really bad for Royce Lewis so far this season. Rasmussen, though, is pitching for Tampa, and he's allowed less than 5 hits in 3 straight. Wind is blowing out heavily in Steinbrenner Field to left field, so you might see a decent amount of runs, maybe even home runs in this game. That doesn't bother me. Lewis can hit 4 home runs for all I care about. Just don't get a single. I think single saying a lot for a guy that just has not been doing so this season at a good price. Minus 129. But once again, 0 singles in 7 straight, 0 singles in 14 of 18 games played in this season. And we know he has some power. And the wind's blowing out heavily with 90-degree weather in Tampa. That could be a serious run environment today. But a single is just not really what he's been doing this season. Give me Royce Lewis under half a single at minus 129.
Yeah, I mean, he's an internet darling. Everyone freaking loves him.
Because he's really good for like 2 weeks out of the season, and then you don't talk about him for the rest of the year.
Yeah, his ISO is pretty low. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm assuming his contact's probably low too, because the guy barely gets on base.
His contact's low, but it's not.
Okay.
It's not like decrepitly low. Like he's not in good form.
No, he's 0 hits in 21 straight plate appearances.
He's not in good form, but the problem is that it's not a problem. His fly ball rate's really high. He basically hits fly balls a lot.
Oh no, I want the fly ball rate to be high because the wind's blowing out so heavily to left field. I'm fine with the fly ball.
Yeah. No, I mean it's good. His barrel rate's high. It's all that stuff.
I think he's actually a home run guy today. If you want to get really, really weird with it, but
yeah, you could. I try not to back guys that like stink.
Oh no, definitely the right approach. I'm just saying I like the high fly ball rate because of how crazy the wind's blowing out in that environment in Tampa. That might be just an insane run game there. That might be the home run choice you might want to pick for something in that game for today.
Yeah, I'll look.
There's going to be a lot, but either way, I like the fly ball rate being high because if he hits it in the air, it's probably a double. Probably.
We're gone.
Yeah. So
that's good.
Singles, I think it's a good price.
Yeah, I think so. Under 1.9. His ISO, like for singles, the way you want to cap it is like his ISO is. I mean, first of all, you don't want Lewis against anybody but lefties anyway, because he thinks against everybody else. So, but his last 5 games, he's 0 for his last 19. So
yeah, and I threw in the last 2 at bats he had the previous game. He has 0 hits in 21 straight plate appearances.
Yeah, and his ISO is pretty low. Yeah, I can get behind this.
I thought the price was just too cheap at minus 129.
Yeah.
So there we go. And that's all of our props, correct?
Yeah.
So I see a question, by the way, about Mikolas. He's allowed under 4 hits in 5 straight, and the cap is pitches about 80. Going against the Orioles, who are starting to hit. Any thoughts on either Mikolas or the Orioles today?
I mean,
his line's a 5.5, by the way.
Yeah. What is hits line?
Yeah.
What's their deal tomorrow? That's kind of what I do. The thing is that he pitches to contact. Let me just look at this on Handicrafts real quick.
While you do that, I'm looking up the schedule for St. Louis.
He's so much better on the road too.
They have a day off. They have a day off tomorrow.
Yeah, so he's worse against lefty. He's way worse against lefties, so they're probably going to stack a pretty heavy lefty lineup against him. I think it's fine. I don't necessarily want to. He's not necessarily who I want to fade. I don't, because like you said, he kind of caps on his pitches. Let me look at what the total is. What's the total?
I mean,
it's probably.
Let me just check. It's against Povich today. It's at 8.5.
Shaded to the under.
Yeah,
I don't mind the under here. I don't necessarily think that the Orioles are a team that I care about on the hitting side. Like, they're putting the ball in play, but like the problem is
that's how Mikolas thrives.
Yeah, like they're I can't share screen, but basically doing this. Well, let me what's the price on that one, Shadowlack? We're talking about under his outs or hits or over his hits.
I think he just wanted thoughts, but based on how he phrased it, I'm assuming he wanted the under 5.5 outs.
Yeah, I don't mind the under. I don't mind the
5.5 hits. I mean, sorry, which you can find, by the way, at minus 109.
Yeah, I don't mind this. I like it a lot.
Okay, There you go. I see Helms also asking or mentioning Lamonte Wade under half a hit at even money. Last time I remember, didn't you plug Matos? I thought you are the under half a hits guy. Why would we correct you? Like, this is your lane. Helms, you gotta change the question mark for an exclamation point. You gotta put your foot down. That's your niche. You gotta stick with it.
I mean, it's kind of your thing too. I've gotten off that.
I've been fading really bad.
I'm much more into DPs now. Much more into double plays. So.
Yes. GIDPs. So
DPs. I like this. I like this Miles play, dude. Good. I wouldn't have looked at it until after this, but that's a good play. Sadilak. I think I might take that.
The lack of a pitch count also definitely helps when he has a full bullpen available because of the fact that they have off tomorrow. And he really can go distance, but they just don't let him. They just let him go 80, and they just pull him every time. So I don't mind that.
He's been really good on the road this season. Yeah, I mean, I just think it's fine. I don't think that I'm not necessarily like agreeing that the Orioles are mid. I mean, I think it's a great price for a good prop. You know what? Actually, I might like more. Hold on.
What do you want to make?
Looking at his under runs.
I thought you were gonna make a case for the win, but I didn't even see a win.
They don't even lift it. They don't list it because he's not there that long.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like the under hits. This is good.
I thought it was definitely cheap. You figured at 5.5 it'd be like minus 125.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. See, you got people coming in looking for double plays, looking for DPs.
Not to be confused with BPs, by the way. There are no oil spills going on. But did you decide on the double play yet, or you're still working on it? I'm
gonna look. Do you want to do an ad read and I'll find it?
Sure. But just before we actually get into that, though, can you just briefly recap your 3 plays?
Yeah. Shane Smith, 4.5 strikeouts. And then we're also going to do the 5.5.
Okay.
Noah Cameron over 4.5, and then Bayo over 16.5 outs.
Okay, there you go. For my 3 props, I'm going to go with a bunch of hitter props. I'll go with Maverick Hanley, under half a hit at even money. I'm going to go with Freddie Furman over a half a strikeout at -130, and I'll go with Royce Lewis under half a single at -129. Anyway, before we get into any of the actual locks for the show, and before we get into the underdog entry for the show, a reminder they're brought to you by our sponsor, Rhythm, because they are the home of ABET Picks or Ups, are available for the playoffs, for golf, for MLB, for WNBA as well. We all know WNBA has been doing well for Adam and I so far with the model. So shout out to Whoopi, shout out to Rebecca Lobocop, and Joanna Terrence Mann. Shout out to the 3 models for carrying.
I had to retire. I retired Joanna Terrence Mann today.
Oh no, but the name lives on forever. The name
is back.
So there you go. Point is, though, you could also get it for free for a week by using the 7-day free trial. But Adam, I'll ask you as always, what is going to be the robot play for the card on Wednesday?
So they like our guy Griffin Canning.
Okay.
They like his under outs at -130. I mean, this White Sox team's been hitting, man. I can't really fault this. They like Mile. Well, here's the thing. Rhythm has also launched Power Trends. They launched that today. So if you have it, you'll get it today, which is AI detected pattern where the model shows a high win rate and ROI with a specific set of repeatable conditions. So when this condition happens, they highlight it. The big one that they have right now, they really love Clark Schmidt under 6.5 Ks.
I actually looked at that overnight. I thought about taking that too.
It's a little juicy. It's -150, but I don't necessarily.
It was 130 last night. It's a missed opportunity by me, but it's fine.
I mean, or we could still do it. So
yeah, we can. So I don't mind that for Schmidt. That was on a short list that I had prepared, but I decided to not use it in the final cut. So. Okay. There you go. If you wanted extra access, you get the director's cut. Schmidt would have been included in that, but unfortunately that wasn't released. So there you go. But yeah, so we'll go with Clark Schmidt on his under strikeouts there for the Rhythm play for today. A reminder though, when you do want to sign up for your account, 2 discount codes. They have a monthly discount for an annual discount as well. Monthly discount 25% off with code SGPN25. 50% off the annual discount with promo code SGPN50. This is Rhythm. Promo code SGPN25 or SGPN50. Sign up for the 7-day free trial by going to sportsgambling.com /RITHMM. We're also brought to you by Circle Ultimate Fantasy Bowl Giveaway, because Circle Resort Casino, Las Vegas, giving away the Ultimate Fantasy Bowl experience for a 12-person league in Vegas to be treated like VIPs for your stay. 2-night stay at Circle Resort for the entire 12-person league. Draft your teams at a Cabana Stadium, some of the 5K food and beverage credit, limited transportation to and from the airport, and much more. Contest from May 5th to June 30th. And when you sign up for the contest, head to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/circa, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/CIRCA. We're also brought to you by MyBookie.ag. Whose bookie?
MyBookie.
MyBookie's the place for every sport. They have the NBA playoffs. They have the NHL playoffs. They have tennis for the French Open. They have golf. You name it. They're available in a ton of locations as well. Use crypto for all invest payouts. Use deposits. When you sign up though for your new account, use the promo code SGPN. They had a 100% deposit match up to 1K. Terms and conditions MyBookie.ag. Promo code SGPN. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Finished going through our props for the Wednesday card. Time to move on into the best bet segment. Adam, out of the 3 props you gave out, which one is your favorite?
Probably Shane Smith, with the way that this Mets team is playing right now.
Is that 4.5 or 5.5 for your best bet?
We'll go with 4.5, and then yeah. So.
There we go. You said that was -115. Last thing I remember. Okay. For mine, I will go. See, the problem with Furman and with Hanley, they might not play. But Royce Lewis should play, even though he's been terrible. Give me Royce Lewis under half a single at -129. I think the price is too good. Saw that on Caesars. When you have been 0 for your last 21 and you have no singles in 14 of your first 18 games this season, and the wind's blowing out heavily to left field as a fly ball hitter, you might get an extra base hit, but a single, I think, is asking a lot. I'll go with Royce Lewis under half a single at -129 as my best bet for the show. Now it's time for the underdog entry. I'll ask you, Adam, is there anything that you want to give out from the show that we already gave out?
Yeah, let's pull this up.
Because I don't mind potentially doing Smith strikeouts if you want to run that back. Or Cameron strikeouts for one of these.
Why don't we do them both?
We can.
Let's do that, and then do Cameron.
Sure, that's fine.
And then what else do we want to do? Who else do we like today? Let me see who else didn't make. Matthew Boyd is pitching today. Do we want to do anything with Matthew Boyd?
He's against the Rockies. I mean, they burned a lot of the bullpen because they went to extras yesterday. So I don't know if you want to go.
You want to give him 8 Ks? He had 8 Ks back-to-back games. It's against lefties too.
It is the Rockies that we're talking about here, so I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah, we could do that.
His default number's at 7.5.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm used to it being like 6.5 or like 5.5. Okay.
Well, he's been striking guys out.
He has been.
All right, let's do that. Shane Smith, 4.5 strikeouts. Noah Cameron, or Shane Smith, higher, 4.5 strikeouts. Noah Cameron, higher, 4.5 strikeouts. Matthew Boyd, higher, 7.5 strikeouts.
Strikeout. I said a strikeout entry. We had all strikeouts.
It is a strikeout entry. We want Ks. Okay, cool. It's a 6.34 multiplier. So.
Yep, there you go. So that's going to be the underdog entry for the show. A reminder that we're back once again for the prop show on Friday. I'll be back later today with Dylan to break down the Thursday games. But anyway, find me on Twitter, Rice Radio. Find him on Twitter @HeyRosenberg. Till next time, good luck to all of you and all of your bets. Bye, everyone.